And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Anytime the ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
On play action, Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Here comes Tony on the return. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 5. Once again, it's Swift. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. That's going to be complete to his tight end Everett. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
Allen now on 1st down. He'll get this off to Swift. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Well, they tried to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. Again, get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that will be incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions and what was once a nice drive stalled out here. I'm going to give credit to the secondary partner. Never gave up as they gave up a few yards, and they came through on that play to deny that pass and force the fourth down.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. And this one is right down the middle. And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. And it may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. Now this throw caught left side. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, this is where reading defenses and practice time comes into play. You've got to know what you're running versus zone versus man and how to run the proper route. And they just executed that one pretty well.
Well, the Commanders are going to get there as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
How about how they spread the field in their formation? All those receivers running around, and not a single one of them finds a window in that zone. Great communication on the back end. Everyone pointing out different guys in their assignments. And guess who pays the price? The quarterback as he gets dumped.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Commanders are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They'll start at the 40, so great starting field position following the interception. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here, second down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. And his throw is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, 27 yards.
I count this money, then I count my blessings. If I ever took an L, then it stood for lesson. I'm the one, ain't no second guessing. Tried to dim my light, but my soul fluorescent. Wait, I tried to stay, but depressing. I even prayed to God, he ain't get the message. I'm living in the present, they gon' feel my presence. You can't dim my light, cause I'm luminescent. I rose from the ashes of the section. I seen a stranger in my own reflection. I point the in my own direction. I would've did it for my own protection. Keep debating about the go. I'm the one like 2, 3, 4, 5. How you playing both sides? How I made 1 million, 2 million, multi. How I made 8 figures, 8 million, 4 times. And I was underutilized the whole time. It's rigged. I guess they couldn't find a gold mine. You dig? The sheep sleep on me, but the ghost cosign. I stopped thinking about the future, cause we got no time. The world changed. Damn. World change. Yeah, I tried and failed. I see my best friends jail, but betrayal was the real pain. Damn, the world changed. Look, I built walls around the house, networking. All these bloodsuckers, I just hope this networking. Soul searching, broken hearted with my chest hurting. But I was gifted with the best cursive. I'm suffocating and my weight keep fluctuating. I showed love, how the you hating?
Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Swift. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
From the 31, here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection. As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now Allen. Over the middle to Beckham. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. From the gun, here's Swift. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there on the opening drive, but that falls incomplete.
Jake Moody now on for the field goal. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. And all in all, a pretty decent opening drive, Charles. Pretty balanced. They had the passing game going and the rushing attack, too.
I would think they have to be happy with that start because you get your ground game going, which means your offensive line and your runners are pretty happy, and then you get your aerial attack going as well. So your quarterback and receivers have smiles on their faces. Now both up to speed, awaiting their next possessions for this game. They can't wait to get started again.
Starting on the ground with Herbert. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
They run out of the gun with Swift. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. They're backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep is Micah Hyde. And now a whistle and a timeout called by the kicking team. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Jake Moody now on for the field goal.
He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And now they're not going to get the kickoff in time. And that will make this a more difficult prospect.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And this Browns defense stands tall. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down is Allen. He finds his target, Beckham. So the completion good for just 3. And it's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, a run with Herbert.
And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As quarterbacks like to do, he pushed it downfield on that throw. But I think that since he was outside the pocket and there was open space, it would have been a good time for his first carry of the game.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 3.
To throw, it's Allen.
And that's out to the flat for Swift.
And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
13 yards there and a Washington first.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry.
And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
I'll tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing now is Allen. His throw incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Allen. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He completes it to Beckham. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Herbert.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Ingram.
Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Allen running right on the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
A nice effort and an even nicer stop from Kwity Paye.
So a step in the wrong direction. Now they'll look to make amends on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. Allen. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Looking to throw. Allen. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Odell Beckham from 13 yards out.
And the Browns will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A slim deficit here in a 1-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room.
Allen trying to hurry everybody up to the line of scrimmage. On 2nd down, here's Allen.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Allen now on first down. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. Big strides. Look at him go. Touchdown, Washington. Gerald Everett in the final seconds of the first half. And the Commanders have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A good, tight football game thus far. 10-7 the score as we resume action on EA Sports. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over first down again. They're on the 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Commanders take over first.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
From midfield, here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They'll try and run here with Swift. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard.
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often.
Yeah. First off, my name Toad, but it's really Tobe Chuku. Got a BM that keep my season, that keep me fruitful. Grew up wearing platinum FUBU on the southwest eating fufu. And a hammer that I keep don't come with nails. Look, I ain't know who Bill Burr was until I met the man. Half my married to the street without a wedding band. I done peeped that all these rappers won't be secondhand. My pop said I'd be broken, barely eat. I should've bet the man. Yeah, cause I'm way, way, way up. Long ways from the days I these valet stores. Nowadays, all the cake I make us is enough to buy about 100 trucks. From Mercedes, I resage Chukwueze. Then my babies, label hit be trying to sway me.
Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And we are underway from Ford Field. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Got a little antsy there from his Mike linebacker position.
Partner, there's times you think you've timed up the quarterback's cadence. You think you've got a read on it. He might have thought it on that play. He was wrong.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Swift going to try up the middle. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
Felt me get a little jangly up there before that last play call, and then once it happened, I was like, oh, because it feels like almost a missed golden opportunity to take a shot in that position.
You think 1st and 5, maybe you go for a little more than a short run?
Almost a free down.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. On the handoff, this is Swift. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Allen. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 29-yard line. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. That early game script that they drew up is working pretty well here on this first drive. Already in field goal range, Charles knocking on the door of the red zone.
You know, Brandon, when we met with the coaching staff, they kind of predicted that they would come out firing like this. I think you and I were a little skeptical it would be this easy, but they certainly knew what they were doing in scouting, in preparation, and understanding what their team was capable of.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Here's a handoff to Swift. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. DeAndre Swift Scampering home from 19 yards out.
And the Commanders are on the board first here this afternoon. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away.
Dangerous return man showing it here. And all the way up just shy of midfield before going out of bounds at the 49.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And he's going to be stopped close to the 1st down marker at Washington's 12-yard line. 42. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
Young to throw it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. The Lions turned away on 4th down.
And the Commanders come through with a 4th down stand.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Swift.
And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield.
50 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Now, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now Allen going to back away and call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington with the football here to begin quarter number 2.
As they've got it 2nd and 7.
Now a carry for Swift.
And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions' 33. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And here's Allen. That's going to be caught.
Touchdown, Washington. Kadarius Toney.
27 yards.
And the Commanders go up by 2 touchdowns.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
Now Moody for the PAT.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Next, the score. Commanders 14, Lions nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay.
That throw by Young incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
They'll run here with Swift.
Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, the decision paid off indeed. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Ready?
They go play action. Young. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is third down.
Green.
Young off the play fake. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by...
Fix my check real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Get hit on like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like bought a chain that's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. My label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a deal and I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flop. I don't care about no dissing cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring just me at the top. It get boring just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this. If you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. With a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Foot on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are up there, time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good on my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. That's the way it get hectic. Don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen.
Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Just about time to rock as toe gets ready to meet leather. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And here he'll be brought in a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Allen off the play fake. And this one is incomplete.
Nice job there forcing that incompletion. This is going to be a fun battle throughout this game, watching him try to take away that area of the field.
They'll try again from the 36 on second and 10. Allen going to throw. And this one too low. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now they face a third and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To the air, Allen. incomplete as well.
But he certainly didn't like what he saw all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Panthers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Meanwhile, Rodgers throw complete here to his receiver Brown. An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Rodgers now to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Once again, it's Swift.
And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multi.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into 4th down.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a second time. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Touchdown! Gerald Everett, 34 yards. And the Commanders take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Moody good with the extra point.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They will run straight ahead with Swift.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that in the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Rodgers.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
It's pretty early in the game, but they've already tried to establish him not just as a runner, but as a receiver as well. Didn't happen there, but I wouldn't be surprised at all to see them try again shortly.
And this will be caught by Brown. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Rodgers going to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. That's going to be caught by Samuel. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. They go back to the ground, this time Swift. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down.
They'll stay on the ground with Swift.
And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
62 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Ordinarily, 3rd down is a passing down, but how about that explosive run right there? And when you get a run like that, that means everything came together. Offensive linemen, they didn't just get to the first guys. They got to the 2nd level to help downfield. And I've always said, any run over 7 yards means the wide receivers have done an excellent job blocking downfield.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. Offensively, you might be thinking, what's going on here? One for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
Now this offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Instead of a 3rd and 4, now they have to manage a 3rd and 9 after the delay of game. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He's got the first down and more. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him. And he's in. Touchdown, Commanders. DeAndre Swift. A 12-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Moody good with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. The throw over the middle taken in. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they top 30. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the...
Nobody do it better than me, not incredibly. I do this competitively, inevitably. These falling silent when I walk up in the building. Worry about their future like I'm here to snatch their children. That line was brilliant. How I'm not already in the millions. Am I not the picture of resilience? Why they test my patience? Hyping all this lame. No one got a brain, they just be liking all the same. This is what I'm in on industry games. I'm convinced that nobody is speaking my language. I'm a good ass, so listen close when I say this. After every feel stainless. I can make a fiend go. Everything I wrote gon' smoke, so dangerous. I can make an Einstein feel brainless. But look on the bright side, hope yield changes. I'ma get it started, please give me a pardon. Cause this the type of beat that get the whole crowd marching. Time to shut it down, we made the whole town Spartan. I'm from outer space, so all my homegirls Martian. It's about to get critical, this moment is pivotal. Here to feed the streets, they say my influence umbilical. We gon' make it grimy, devil get behind me. Told you I'm the best, I done said it with my chest. So for real, nobody try me.
Down in the new town, I already feel that it's eyes on me. I'm getting looked up, down with these big frowns, they already gone by the size of me. I don't really get took, put my deuce up, I will not live in apology. I wish you lose my opportunity, you suck. Home made ways for a prodigy.
And I say, one for the money and two for the love. We the new era, so whoever may feel they above. Live in delusion, that's an illusion, it's absent of. Keep it together, don't act like you didn't know what it was. I'm on a whole nother planet, I'm about to show you. This wouldn't work if we planned it, meaning you won't understand it. We have to rings like a Saturn, this feel like splitting an atom. We got involved with the pattern, so now we up and we at 'em. Watch out for my evolution. Around and start a revolution. I am more than a being, I'm an institution. If I gotta reiterate, that's where I'm a loser.
We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team.
Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the 20, here's a 2nd down and 9. Here's Swift.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Allen now looks to throw. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Allen.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man cover.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington.
DeAndre Swift.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Commanders will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes the score 7-0.
kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. Now Herbert to start the drive.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. It's Young off play action. They'll roll him out right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. First down, Young. That one good for 16 as the drive continues.
Hadn't met a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder if he wasn't a first-round pick. They want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried running through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Herbert.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. They'll motion out one of the tight ends.
Herbert. Touchdown, Falcons.
Sometimes offense can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are tied at 7.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Commanders.
Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Extra point try now for Moody.
It's up and good, and it's 14-7 now here in the first quarter. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when we decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. A gain of 32 that time.
Defensive talk 101. Don't let the quarterback out of the pocket, because when that happens, yeah, you may shrink the field with your defense, but it's so easy to lose someone on the backside. And he finds him and picks up a big gain.
forced out to his left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. On 1st and 10, it's Herbert. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
And Young's throw there incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kadarius Toney from 10 yards out. And the Falcons are an extra point away from drawing level.
Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. But right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all, but right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Now Allen. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Washington going to send out their punter. Back deep is Kadarius Toney.
Oh, it's a wobbler here. $12 yards on the return that time. And the Falcons are set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hand off right side for Herbert.
And a short gain down to about the 33.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9.
Now here's Young. He'll buy some time right.
Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14.
Kwity Paye getting in there and burying him behind the line. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a...
poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney, and the Commanders force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10.
He'd been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league, has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more, and throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. In his own end zone, it's Allen. They'll find Everett there, complete. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for third down.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Open man is Jacoby Myers. He's got it. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Defense was thinking run, and they're dealt a pass of just under 20 yards. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, I don't know if he's sensing contact to come or what, but that's a ball he'd love to have back. That could have gone for big yardage, but it just didn't want to stay in his hands. That's a tough break.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen going to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A field goal the difference. 17-14 is the score. Back underway here now in this 3rd quarter.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. Young off the play fake. A short throw to Ingram. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Off the play fake, Young. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On second down, a run with Herbert.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. That's into a crowd and intercepted.
Picked off by the great one, Darrelle Revis.
And he will bring this one back. An interception return for a Commanders touchdown. So what a turn of events there. You're driving to take the lead in this 3rd quarter, but then one mistake, and you're watching the ball being returned for a touchdown.
Certainly a great example of how focus has to be there on every play, doesn't it, partner? You can't get complacent, and I think that he did. He's got him moving downfield, but that's a play where he just shouldn't have thrown the football, and ultimately could wind up costing him the ball game.
Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Young on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now on 4th down, they throw the deep ball, but it winds up to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Swift going to try up the middle.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Right back to Swift again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary now on 3rd.
They'll try and run here with Swift. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. From the gun, here's Swift.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
On 2nd down, Swift.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the left hash. A chip shot here. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he cannot get away, and Young will go down. Kwity Paye, his 2nd sack of the night.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down.
Young to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. It's caught inside the 25. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Dexter Lawrence able to bust free and get to the quarterback.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now he'll escape to his left.
Catch is made by Metcalf.
With that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the gun, it's Young. Being chased out left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bryce Young
taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Falcons have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Lutz good on the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off.
Kadarius Toney going to elect to bring this one out. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. And Allen is actually going to throw it here.
That's complete to Tony.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
A handoff, Swift running to the left.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like you know his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do you know, what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last says, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And he will have a Commander's 1st down, and that should just about do it.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Once again, it's Swift. And he's got it down to the 28.
I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
So it's Washington getting the victory here.
And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle, go on to victory. Now the guys believe.
What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm shutting my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After where get hectic, don't make me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text it. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. If I label we good, I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan, I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck, cause little shorty on hot. There's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring, just me at the top. It get boring, just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says, you won't be in this. And you don't make it hot like, huh? New deal, AP, I done signed up with them. Def Jam. Jay-Z have the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bet in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice if